Well, the other thing too is if we go back to living in this mindset, what does this mindset ultimately lead to? What's that little 4-letter F word? Fear, right? Because if I live in this mindset, not that F word y'all were thinking about, okay? But that four little F word, fear, right? Living in fear. Yeah, you guys record with them. It's recorded. So listen what the preacher said this morning, you know? Yeah, no, that 4-letter word, fear. This leads to fear, guilt.
That's how we was raised.
Right.
I've always feared that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get in. Because since I was a little girl, I've been in church.
And why do we cause fear? So that we can control.
That's exactly right.
If I can get you to fear, then I can control you. That's the way I was brought up. It was like, hey, you need to get your kids, you need to keep them, you need to make them mind. Well, why am I making them mind? Well, because they're embarrassing me. Okay. Well, who's living in pride? Is your child living in pride or are you living in pride?
That's right.
That's where I'm at right now, right? I mean, I grew up in a home where everything's in order and so I'm having to realize my boys are boys. They're going to be boys. Like what? I can't, And if I'm trying to control them, then who are they going to be afraid of? They're going to be afraid of daddy. And guess what? 10 years down the road, guess who they're not going to come to with their problems? They're not going to come to daddy with their problems. They're not going to come to daddy when they mess up because every time I mess up, guess what daddy does? Daddy beats the living crap out of me. And when we adopt that mindset, we go back to living in mind of this God that's way over here, that's irrelevant and, not relational, and he's judging and he's keeping records and all that stuff. We go back to worshiping that God rather than worshiping this God, where we're right in the center of. We're right in the center of their love, their joy, their peace, their goodness, their kindness, their mercy, their grace. We're right in the center of that. We need to start living in this, right? This Jesus, this love, this truth. And that's what Paul's trying to get the Israelites to see. And that's what he's talking about here.